Tonight, I would like to talk to you about one of the most common questions we get from couples. We process a lot of relationship visas and we receive similar questions every single week. And most common where, may chance ba kami kahit separated po ako, separated si partner? Ano ba yung mga questions that we receive? What if long distance, no LDR ang relationship? What if hindi pa kami nag-live-in? Or what if nag-live-in lang kami, hindi kami kasal? And what if same-sex or same-gender couple kami? Those are yung mga questions that we usually receive. For some, we even kasamang mga declarations na talagang they love each other, but they feel na complex or complicated yung relationship nila. So, pwede ba? And many unfortunately feel na hindi sila qualified or hindi sila pwedeng mag-apply simply because they heard from someone else na hindi pala pwede. So, they stop, they delay, or worse, many, there were cases na they missed the right time to apply for their visa. They wasted time because they heard from someone or sa Facebook or comment from others. But again, we've worked with different types of relationship and there are those na look impossible kasi super complex talaga. Again, if we understood yung how it should be properly presented, we still get approvals from such kind of relationships. Okay? So tonight, we're going to talk about different types of relationship and please bear in mind that there's a big difference between not qualified, not ready, and probably needing a different step. Kasi iba-iba, different relationship, different strategy applies then. And misunderstanding could cause years of delay and lots of unnecessary stress for couples. So sometimes the better question is, are you ready for a partnership pathway now, at this stage? Or do you need to consider different first steps such as general visit visa? So you could spend time together, build a longer relationship, and be ready for the partnership pathway later on. Stay until the end because we will be explaining different types of relationship and what you should understand before spending money, starting the documentation, and making immigration decisions because this information could save couples from costly mistakes. So before we go further, for those na first time to attend, my name is Sheila Hernandez. I am a licensed immigration advisor ng SDH and every week we speak with couples whose situations are not straightforward. Basically, most are in a complex, complicated relationship. So as mentioned, some of them are separated, both of them are separated, sometimes yung isa separated but not annulled, some are nasa long distance, and some are quite new yung relationship so they haven't lived together yet, and some are in a same-sex, same-gender relationship. And one thing that we always remind our couple na immigration decisions are not based on Facebook comments or other person's stories. They are based on fact, evidence, and your circumstances and the right of the correct visa pathway for your situation. That's why there are cases that look similar but a lot of times there are a lot of differences when we start digging in talaga, yung details ng relationship, and the right advice for them could be different for different relationship. So, what's the biggest mistakes couples make? What we usually see from previous clients, mag-collect muna sila ng documents before they book a consult, which is, hindi yun yung tamang sequence. Yung consultation is for you to ask your questions in regards to your situation, and we explain what are the requirements, what are your options, how you could improve yung chances of approval. So, the consult should come first before you start any documentation. So, may guide kayo on how you should move forward correctly. So, think about it this way. When we're driving or traveling from Manila to Baguio or somewhere else, what's the first thing that we need? Hindi naman yung ating car, gas, luggage, not. Ang first is we need to check kung gaano ba kalayo yung location ng pupuntahan natin. Because no matter how fast we go, kung mali naman yung destination natin, then it's a waste of time and money. Okay? And there are a lot of cases na they come to us na declined na yung mga applications. And you could avoid such refusals if you could only at least start with a consultation to understand better yung inyong situation and what's the first step that is most suitable sa inyong case. A consultation helps answer because immigration planning is not about moving fast nga, it's about going to the correct path. Now, let's go over yung mga relationship that we have mentioned earlier. So, first is yung ating separated but not annulled. So, as mentioned, there were cases na isa lang ang separated, meron namang dalawa kayong separated, but Most of mga separated couples sa atin ay hindi sila nagpa-process ng annulment. If you're one of those, nasa relationship na one of you are separated, some of you may anak, and kung pwede, hindi pwede, those are the questions. And some of you, automatic, they feel na it's difficult, okay? But hindi naman ganun kasi ang Immigration New Zealand, the criteria is you need to prove that your relationship is genuine, stable, and if you're applying for a partnership, then that you have meet the living together requirements, okay? So from the immigration perspective, na the important questions that should be asked are in regards to ending the relationship, in regards sa evidence ng separation from previous partners ninyo, and very clear yung start ng relationship with the current partner. These are nakadepende no sa situation ninyo. Iba-iba kayo ng situation. There are those na complete ang documents, no, great. And there are those na wala naman talagang ma-provide. Though we could see na strong and committed sila. Again, immigration will assess based on available na documents natin and not based on others na stories. There are those naman na pinipilit nila na no, yung iba ganito, ganyan. But probably you don't have the full details din ng relationship or documentation nila. So another complex relationship is ang ating long distance relationship, which is very common, lalo na't ang daming OFWs, sa ating mga Pilipino, no? Karamihan ang isa ay nasa New Zealand and yung partner natin nasa Philippines, mga clients kami nasa ibang bansa din, nasa Hong Kong, Singapore, no, Saudi, yeah, and have been in this long distance relationship for quite some time. So, there are those who worries, no, na may chance ba kasi wala naman talaga silang documents masyado kasi nga very limited lang yung time. For others, wala talagang chance na mag-meet together. Online relationship for others. So, most of their documentations are video calls, no messages. But again, immigration will also look at yung sa development ng relationship, history, your future plans, and how you're maintaining yung relationship ninyo while you're living apart. So, kailangan i-present yung relationship ninyo to immigration to be able to get a better chance of getting approval. Another is not living together yet. Again, as mentioned, it's the same with LDR relationship. And many thought na hindi na sila pwedeng mag-apply kasi hindi pa sila nag-live together. Yun yung, I think, pinaka-top questions na sa mga nare-receive natin every single day. Hindi pa nag-live together. So, it's either early ang relationship, na early stages ang relationship, or LDR lang talaga din yung relationship. Another relationship is yung same-sex or same-gender couples. Madami tayong clients ngayon that in this relationship. And the good news is, New Zealand recognized same-gender, same-sex relationship. Okay? So, ang focus is on the relationship itself. You will be assessed similarly as how yung usual na couples, different gender na couples. It's very similar. Of course, there will be additional na documentations for you guys kasi immigration would like to know if publicly recognized yung relationship niyo kasi many same gender ay hindi pa publicly disclose ang relationship nila. But, hindi ba pwedeng mag-apply? Again, nakadepende yun sa situation ninyo. You may not be ready for partnership, but you might be ready for a visit visa. So, you could start yung documenting yung relationship ninyo. So, you could be reunited. That's the purpose of general visit visa. So, again, there are two types of applications that you could do for couples. So, it could either be a general visit visa or a partnership work visa. Of course, initially, we would be checking whether you are eligible to apply for partnership work para makapag-work right away. And that's yung goal. Kasi karamihan naman sa atin, we wanted to immediately work upon arrival. And if you meet yung criteria, then why not? We go for that. But if hindi talaga ma-meet yung partnership kasi mataas din yung threshold ng immigration, so we go for a general visit visa. So, you could be reunited sa New Zealand. So, once nandito na sa New Zealand, you live together, start yung documentation, and then later on, apply for partnership. Okay? So, ganun yung sequence ng ating application. Okay? There are those na nawawala ng pag-asa yung iba, but again, hindi naman ganun katagal yung waiting time. Most of our clients, we lodge there. So, they arrive on a general visit visa. As long as you start documenting upon arrival right away, we usually apply after nearly about 2 to 3 months upon arrival, we apply for their partnership. So, it doesn't mean na hindi pwede. We just need to know kung ano yung first step for you guys. Ano yung best na option or ano yung most suitable na visa to start yung inyong immigration journey sa New Zealand. And this is where consultation is important, so you know from the very start, and from there you can make informed decisions whether you proceed or ano bang gagawin. There are cases where couples would just go home together sa Philippines and live together muna doon. And these are your choices. Again, at the end of the day, as long as you meet yung criteria set by immigration, then we could proceed with either a general visit visa or a partnership work visa. Now, before we finish tonight, again, I would like to remind everyone, don't let Facebook comments or other people's comment decide your future. Don't make any assumptions kasi there could be ways to navigate and kung paano bang gagawin. This is where we could help. How could we make it stronger? Kung weak yung relationship, we could give you advice. And dahil iba-iba nga yung relationship, do not rely on others' story. If they were declined, doesn't mean na madi-decline din yung inyong application. It's all, depende yan sa documents na we have. And we tell you if mahina, weak ang documents, or whether we need to wait, for quite some time before you lodge an application. Whether you're separated, whether you're in a long-distance relationship, not living together, or in a same-sex relationship. Remember, complex relationship does not mean na wala ng pathway. Hindi ibig sabihin na hindi na pwedeng mag-apply. But it's better if you're fully prepared and have those documents ready before knowing those could make it easier for you guys to make that decision. So, if you are at the moment at a stage na nag-iisip whether to bring or not, and if you have been checking our Facebook page and wanting to book a consult, then just message us din sa ating Facebook page or comment din book consult, then we'll reach out sa inyo. So, I hope this helps and clarified yung mga doubts ninyo about complex relationships. Actually, sa aming mga applications, common siya yung mga complicated relationships. So, it's not just you. And we have had success sa mga such applications. But of course, these are guided ang mga clients natin on what to do, what not to do. So, it's important din kung well-guided ang ating couple so we could get a better outcome from the application. I hope, guys, this session was helpful sa inyong lahat. And if you think this would benefit others that have doubts din and confused on what to do, para makasama nila ang mga partners nila. So, feel free lang din to share ang ating session for today. So, again, thank you guys for joining me tonight. So, maraming salamat for tonight. Naibang garabi tayo amin again kakabsat and maraming salamat for joining. Bye-bye.